Hello, 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 everybody. I hope and pray that your week is off to an amazing start. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I truly appreciate you. Please do me a huge, huge favor and put in the chat where you're joining me from. I would absolutely love, love, love to give you a shout out. And again, I hope and pray that your week is off to an amazing start. My week is off to a it's like been bananas crazy, but in a good way. Again, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on. Please put in the chat where you're joining me from. I would absolutely love, love, love to give you a shout out. Like I said, my day, I've been working up since like 30 minutes before I got on here. And I was like, man, this was a long day, but it was a very productive day. And so I hope and pray that your day was productive as well. Um, Let me just tell you this. This particular chat comes from a lady that I actually had the pleasure of meeting. I actually had the pleasure of meeting her while I was having lunch at Longhorn. And we just struck up a conversation because she was sitting, at a table by herself, and I was sitting at a table by myself, and we just started talking. And so she asked me to do this chat. Hi, Roland. How are you? Good night. I hope all is well with you and your family. Everything is well with us, Roland. Where are you joining us from? I would love to give you a shout out. Hi, Angelique. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me from Virginia. I appreciate you. Oh, this is Angie. Hi, Angie. How you doing? And so, um, and so we struck up a conversation, and we were eating lunch. And again, this comes from a lady that I actually basically ended up having lunch with her just at two different tables. She's a wife. She has three children. She's been married 15 years, and she lives in Maryland. And this is her chat. Dr. Gail, me and my husband have been having this debate for over a couple of years, maybe like 6 years. So I thought that I would ask you. And again, she asked me this in person because I told her what I did, and then I found out what she did, and we just really vibed having lunch. And so the question is, when is the best time to have sex? In the morning or at night? And again, this opened up a whole conversation, and I told her that I would be doing her chat. And so the question that I'm going to answer for you guys, it depends on a few factors, right? And most of all, my thing is it doesn't matter if you connect in the morning, in the night, in the afternoon. I just want you to be able to connect because it's good for you and your body and all those kind of things. So, but anyway, it depends on a couple of factors, and it depends on age, it depends on hormone levels, and it also depends on if you're trying to get pregnant, if and when you should engage in sex. Now, again, sex is good anytime you can get it, as long as you're getting it from your spouse. So I don't want to hear nothing else. Um, I'm going to give you some different scenarios of why it's good in the morning and why it's good at night, and then you can make a decision. But for most couples, and especially in my practice, I find that you have mismatched libidos. Okay. And usually it could be the husband has a high one and the wife has a low one, or vice versa. And a lot of times with the mismatched libidos, it also comes into play. One person is a night owl and one person is a morning person. And that scenario is really what goes on in my household, because I am definitely a morning person. I'm up every morning at 4 a.m. and I go in and I pray for an hour. And then I'm the most creative, I'm the most alive, or whatever. My husband is a night owl, right? And for me, I am sleep in the bed most of the time by 9:15 at the latest. unless I've had a nap and I knew that I needed to stay up later. And so that used to cause problems in our marriage, but we worked those things out. But again, it just depends, but you need to have a conversation with your spouse, right? What your needs are and those kind of things in order for this to work and not become a problem where you don't engage at all. Okay. So what are the benefits of morning sex? Okay. Morning sex, it gives you a boost of energy and you're more happier in the morning because the oxytocin levels in your body, in both of your bodies, are at the highest levels in the morning. And oxytocin is the happy gene. Not the happy gene, the happy hormone that helps you be happy. So in the morning, you tend to be more happy and more upbeat. Or what? Okay. Your body is at the highest level of estrogen for women and testosterone for men. So if you are trying to get pregnant, this is a good time to engage. Your husband will last longer because his testosterone levels are at its highest in the morning. So again, if you're trying to have extended session of sexual intercourse, again, he will be more apt to be able to last longer because it is at the highest level. And it's also a workout, right? If you do it right in the morning, you can burn at least 75 calories, okay, a piece. And again, this is considering on what is going on, if there's foreplay and all those kind of things. So my thing is morning is not a bad thing. Okay. The drawbacks of morning a lot of times is that if the person is a night owl and you are a morning person, they might not want to be bothered. It might be that they work different shifts. And so it could be that they're just coming in to get some sleep and you're waking up, and it could be that kind of moment. And also, we got to be honest, most people's breath are not the best in the mornings. Okay. And so that could be a drawback as well. So let's look at the nighttime. Okay. And what's beneficial about engaging at night. The first thing, it improves your sleep. It really does. It improves your sleep. People and studies have said that if you engage at night, you tend to go into REM sleep a lot quicker and a lot longer than if you don't. Okay. Also, you fall asleep faster because it is a form of exercise, and so therefore again, you exercise and you usually go to bed, right? So again, it's a form of exercise, and it also relieves stress, right? It is a natural stress reliever, and so if you're really really stressed and then you engage, that can help you as well. Okay. It also helps to increase the intimacy part of your marriage, not the sex part, but the intimacy thing, because you don't have anywhere else to go. Most of the time, if you're going to engage in the morning, a lot of times it's like, oh, I got to hurry up because I got to, get a shower, get dressed, and do all your morning chores. But at night, most of those things are done, so you can build more intimacy, and therefore you can have more foreplay as well. And again, you don't have nowhere else to go. And also, most of the time at night, if you engage at night, the body again becomes more at a restful state and at a more stress relieving state, so it can act as a natural pain reliever as well. And I did some study. I went to school for this, but I went back in some of my books and stuff. And a lot of the studies are saying that if you're going to engage in the morning, the best time to engage is after 7:30 a.m. and after 45 minutes after you wake up. So if you wake up at, like, just say 7:30, it's best to engage maybe around 8:15, because again, the body is at its highest levels. By that time, you probably have brushed your teeth and did all the other stuff, and your body is at a awake state that is going to be in order to carry on for the rest of the day. And so I hope and pray that this chat helped someone. I enjoyed having the conversation with this young lady as we was having lunch, and I just want to tell her thank you for giving me this chat, because I do get that question a lot. And if you guys want anything discussed on here, all you have to do is inbox me or email me or our website at gailcrowder.com, and I will be happy to do any wife chat that you want. No topic is off limits. All I ask is that you give me the details. I will never mention your name. I will only say, the scenario, if you have children or whatever, and where you're located. I will never say your name. And also, I'm super excited. I just, me and my team just went into our meeting and planned, my year. And so I'm doing a challenge for women called the Pleasure Sexual Challenge for Women, and it'll start on February the 6th, and it'll run through the 12th. It's a 7-day challenge, and I want to finish it up before Valentine's Day. So if you're interested in joining my challenge, just go to gailcrowder.com, and it's right there. The banner's right there. Click on there and you can get all the information in order to join us. I only have 20 spots because whenever I'm doing a challenge like that, I want to make sure that we can engage. You can ask your questions, and it's just not overwhelming, because I've had challenges where I've had hundreds and hundreds of people in it, and it was just chaotic. So I like a smaller group where we can be intimate and really get our questions answered, and you can get your questions asked, and I can answer them in a smaller, more intimate group. Again, I only have 20 spots in that, and I just put it up on my website today. I've already had 2 people to register. And so just go to gailcrowder.com. And if you guys need to talk to me, all you have to do is visit my website, gailcrowder.com. You can schedule a free 15-minute discovery call with me. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to help you with one situation and give you one tool and one strategy to help you get through that. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. There's people on here. Y'all didn't put in here where you joining me from. But anyway, thank you so much, Roland. And thank you so much, Angie, for putting in where you're joining me from. I appreciate you guys so much. And again, if you need me, you guys know where to find me. Y'all know how to get to me. Y'all know how to do those things. And I don't think there's any questions for me, which is very unusual. Very unusual, but okay. I appreciate all you guys and all your support. And I will see you guys next week.